Alright, so we're recording a little bit more. As you can see, we're getting the pad spread out, getting through the stone. I'm gonna have to probably drive my truck on this to flatten this out a little bit. I mean, I'll smooth it out with the tractor, but this is a lot of stone. I wish we had a compactor, but we don't have a compactor. So we're just gonna have to make do with what we got. So, well, we're working through the stone pile, and I'll get it leveled out a little more as we go. It's a stone job. That's what it is. Spreading the stone always takes a while, especially with these little buckets. But just be spreading it by hand, I can tell you that much. And a wheelbarrow. Tractor makes a little light work of it. I ended up having to putting it in four-wheel drive. She was getting hung up a little bit in the soft stone in two-wheel drive. But she's doing it. I think my front left tire's a little soft too. But it is what it is. She's doing it. We're spreading it. We're getting a nice thick layer. We'll get a little bit more back here, squared up on the edges here. Should have a good pad for the wheels to rest on. And it shouldn't hopefully sink because we put it on fabric and stuff. So we'll see how that goes. They said this is how much stone we needed, and they were right. There's a lot of stone here. We're getting her spread out, slow and steady. Slow and steady wins the race. I'm gonna start creeping some in from the sides once I get this spread out back here a little more. I gotta fill in the edges. I'm driving and spreading. As you can see by me bouncing around in the seats, I got a lot of smoothing out to do. But I like to have a little bit of stone in the bucket when I do that. It has a little weight or float feature. So, and I'll hopefully have a little some stone here to scrape off the ground to spread in the back, so when the truck has a good spot to drive in on. So I like to have a good foundation for the trailer to be on. And I think this will be a good foundation. Once I get a little more stone spread up here, I'm going to start dropping some along the edges. But in the meantime, I'm spreading it out here, making bumps for me. Bumpity bumps. Trying to spread a little bit as I go. Trying to make it better. Little tractors will do what you ask them to do. They just need a little more time than, say, a skid steer. But they are great tractors. I'm going to dump a little along the edges to square them up. Once I finish spreading down there a little bit, smoothing, I got a plan. It's the first time I'm actually making like a platform like this. I mean, I spread stone before in my driveway and in driveways for people, but never actually made like an actual foundation, or not a foundation, but just a spot for a storage trailer. So it's all a learning, but I like doing this stuff. I like playing with the tractor. The tractor likes doing it. Well, I don't know if the tractor likes doing it, but it's fun doing it with the tractor. Shoring up the edges a little bit and the middle. I want to try and like square off the corners a little bit so that it's not so rounded in the middle. So now we're going to come in and grab some stone from the edges. It's not working. My son's trying follow me mode, I think. I never can get follow me mode to work good. So you got to break the stone out. So now what I'm going to do is dump some along each of the edges all the way down. Make the edges a little bit more defined. So, and then spread out. Edges a little bit more defined. That's what I'm trying to do right now. Hopefully not making it too soft for the truck to get stuck in the stone. That's why I wish we had a compactor or something. A few times after this to help spread it, well, just to help flatten it out and compact it a little bit. Fill in the edges a little bit, make the edges a little more defined. Level. I'll never have it totally smooth, but I'll hopefully at least make it, like we said, just doable for the tractor trailer. I'll probably have to fill in take some of the stone that we have in the ground over there and fill in actually where I'm driving on now because it's a little soft. Do right now is fill in along the edge. Let's see what happens if we smooth that out a little bit real quick. Just want to define the edge a little more. The tractor's turning. Tractor turning off course. I'll curl the bucket in a little more. I'm not putting no down pressure on it. It's in float mode right now. With no weight on the bucket. No weight in the bucket. I like to have a little weight in the bucket normally for this. There we go. That's squaring off the edges a little bit, giving her a little bit of definition off the edges. Then we'll start spreading more in the middle. I'll get a little bit more maybe on that side, start spreading some that way. So let's go in and get more stone. My son's hooking us up with the camera today. It's cool having somebody operate the camera for you. So you guys get a better view of what... See, I'm not using the breakout strength of the tractor properly for this. You gotta start high, curl it into it, push it, and then get a load. You gotta use, like I said, the features of the tractor. You can't just expect this thing to be a skid steer or a bulldozer, because it's not. It takes a little bit of work to do some things. So this is where I'm assuming the rear wheels are gonna be, right back around here. So we'll get that nice and spread out. Middle there. Like I said, this is all learning for me too. I mean, yeah, I operate the tractor, but by no means am I a professional. I'm just, like I said, a homeowner having fun with this machine. But I'm getting a pad. Get some more maybe on that side. And it's feeling smoother as I drive over it, which is good. I'm not bouncing around as much. Doing something. Even if it's wrong, I'm doing it. So we'll just keep spreading it back. Probably a little less towards the middle. Right here, and start dumping. And we'll go get some more, and we'll keep doing it. Play some. Put a little bit on the edges. Okay, and now we start dumping. I'm gonna get a little bit on the edges over there. See how that goes. We're getting a pretty good platform, I think. I want to go in start going in from the end. There's more stone here than you think. It's a big load of stone. Now I want to spread some along the edges on the other side. My tire is definitely soft on that side. Where I believe we're going to have the wheels approximately, so I want to have a good spot for the wheels. Then I'll backblade that more. We're making her wide. That's a heavy load right there. We got a hefty little load there. All right. We're working her. We're working her today. She's a little beast. My son did a great job spreading what we could find in the parking lot out over there. He did a great job over there doing. I gotta get more over here, and I gotta get more over there. And we're getting a pretty good platform base for the tractor trailer. Definitely, we're going to have enough stone to spread out for the tractor trailer to get into, which will be great. It's a combination of curling in and going up, curling in, and then I think I got a pretty good load actually. I think I'll carry a full bucket load. It was a good job carrying a bucket load. Sides on this side. I'm driving around all over the place. I don't want to hit my thing. Start spreading her out some more and leveling her out. We're doing all right. I said, please don't. If you have any tips or ideas that would help me or benefit me, I'm open to all kinds of suggestions. Well, that was just a really good load I got. I mean, I try to do my best operating this machine. I mean, but I can always learn something. Boy, my phone is getting hot in my pocket, so we'll just move my phone over there. Definitely got a full load of stone this time. I can feel it. Spread a little more here. Spread a little more here. Over here. Alright. I guess we'll start spreading this out a little bit. Smooth her out a little, see what we got, and then we'll spread more in a minute. That's what you gotta do, otherwise see how bumpy this gets? It gets bumpy as heck. And then you can tell where your low spots are. I have no down pressure on it, it's just floating right now. Just to spread this out. I'll throw that down. See where I need stone there in the middle. Over here I need a little more. You can see where you need stone then. Well, I feel like this little beast is doing a good job. Alright, so now I have some down pressure. It's floating right now. Put a little down on her. Try and smooth out some of the high spots. Eventually I'll put some weight into the bucket, which is always nice. So you can see where we gotta put stone here. Spread out. Then we gotta spread that out, smooth that out. It's never ending. You can spread stone and just keep spreading it forever. There's a low spot, right where the wheels are gonna go. We'll have to get more in there. And we can turn around and drag it too, but so let's get a load for there and a load for here, and then we'll turn around and pull some in here. This is a good high spot for the wheels right here. The wheels of the tractor trailer to rest on.